Picture two employees, Jordan and Brett. They start at the exact same company on the exact same Monday, with the exact same manager and the exact same starting salary. Jordan is the hardest worker in the building. He stays late, answers emails at 10 p.m., and never causes a single problem. 3 years later, Brett has been promoted twice, sits in a corner office, and attends quarterly leadership meetings. Jordan is still sitting at his original desk, making roughly the same salary, and wondering what he did wrong. What happened here is the most expensive professional myth in corporate America. Jordan believed that hard work alone would speak for itself. Brett knew that promotions are not a reward for hard work. They are a calculated institutional decision. Welcome to Marcus vs. the Machine. I am Marcus, and today we are tearing apart the broken corporate advice you've been fed. We are going to dive into the shadow network and 11 other quiet, deliberate moves that smart employees use to force a promotion. Let's break the machine. Move number 1 is building the shadow network. Most employees manage exactly one relationship at work, and that is with their direct supervisor. That is the most fragile and dangerous career position you can possibly occupy. You need to build genuine, professional relationships across the entire organization, with peers in other departments, junior staff, and senior leaders you do not directly report to. When leadership is sitting in a room deciding who gets a new high-level opportunity, they frequently do not post it publicly. Research indicates that up to 70% of jobs are never publicly posted. They are filled entirely through internal conversations and quiet referrals. You need someone in that closed room to mention your name. Build a shadow network of allies who know your value, and remember that leaders closely watch how you treat people with less organizational power than you. Move number 2 is the visibility protocol. The idea that your work will simply speak for itself is a complete myth. Your manager is fielding requests from their own leadership, attending endless meetings, and managing multiple people. They are not tracking your daily output. A study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees who proactively communicated their progress to their supervisors were rated 23% higher in performance evaluations than employees who produced the exact same output but stayed silent. You have to make your work visible without sounding arrogant. Send a brief 30-second update to loop your manager in on a win, putting a consistent mental note of success next to your name. Move number 3 is solution-first engineering. When a crisis hits a client account or a project goes off the rails, your natural instinct is to run to your boss and report the problem. When you do that, you instantly become a burden that requires management. When you bring a problem, always bring at least one thought-out option to fix it. Tell your manager what went wrong and exactly which solution you recommend. Harvard Business Review research confirms that employees rated highest in leadership potential are the ones who show up to problems already thinking one step ahead. Move number 4 is the strategy pivot. Stop wearing your busyness like a badge of honor. Being busy is easy. You can fill an entire week with emails and tasks that do not move the needle. Strategic employees point their energy at the initiatives that organizational leadership actually cares about. Early in the quarter, Ask your manager what success looks like for the next 90 days and where you can make the biggest impact. That gives you a map, and come review time, you will be measured by the vital outcomes you moved, not by how stressed you looked at your desk. Move number 5 is preemptive calibration. If you are waiting for your annual review to hear your manager's feedback, you are setting yourself up to fail. It is a system failure when an employee is blindsided by a list of negative patterns at the end of the year. Smart professionals proactively ask for feedback during mid-year check-ins. You ask confidently and professionally if there is anything you should be adjusting. The Society for Human Resource Management reports that employees who have regular feedback conversations are 3.6 times more likely to remain motivated and completely avoid surprises at review time. Move number 6 is identity projection. You need to carry yourself like you already hold the role above you before anyone offers it to you. There is always that one person who handles pressure and speaks in meetings like they belong at the executive level. Research from the Kellogg School of Management reveals that promotions usually confirm an identity you have already established, rather than creating a new one. Study the leaders one level up, watch how they frame challenges, and intentionally model those behaviors today. Move number 7 is the armor of documentation. Never rely on a handshake or an unrecorded compliment. Let's say your company goes through a major restructure. Your solid relationship with your manager means absolutely nothing if there is no paper trail verifying your value. Document your contributions quietly and consistently. Follow up verbal agreements with a quick email confirming the details. Keep a private running document of your completed projects and positive feedback. This gives you the exact ammunition you need to negotiate a raise or defend your record, because your contributions are only as real as the evidence you can provide. Move number 8 is autonomous upgrades. Most corporate training programs represent the absolute bare minimum. If you rely entirely on your employer to develop your skills, you will inevitably fall behind. Smart employees invest in themselves on their own time through online certifications, industry publications, and independent learning. LinkedIn Learning data shows that self-directed learners are 47% more likely to receive promotions and earn above median salaries. 5 focused hours a week of self-development compounds into a completely different career trajectory. You are responsible for your career, not your employer. Move number 9 is cultivating a bulletproof reputation. Your reputation is the architecture of every future referral, internal tap, and hidden opportunity. It is shockingly fragile. One public loss of composure or toxic gossip session can quietly hold you down for years. Never vent to co-workers about leadership, and never say something in the hallway that you wouldn't say in a boardroom. The person whose reputation becomes an undeniable asset is the one who shows up with the exact same professional consistency, whether the vice president is in the room or not. Move number 10 is the translation protocol. You must learn to speak the language of business impact. There is a massive institutional difference between describing a task and describing a business outcome. Instead of saying you handled customer complaints, You translate that into resolving escalations that reduced customer churn by 18%. Frame your work in terms of revenue, cost efficiency, or risk mitigation. When you speak the language that leadership actually thinks in, you stop sounding like a worker and start sounding like someone who understands the business. Move number 11 is the inside asset. An average employee has a manager, but a strategic employee has a genuine mentor inside the organization. You need a mentor who is 2 or 3 levels above you. The American Psychological Association found that employees with organizational mentors are 5 times more likely to get promoted. A true internal mentor flags your name for hidden roles, provides unfiltered reality checks about office politics, and advocates for you behind closed doors where the real decisions are being finalized. If you do not have an internal mentor right now, finding one is your absolute top priority. Finally, move number 12 is dual horizon future-proofing. You must constantly keep one eye on the future while fully executing in the present. You show up completely for your current role, but you are quietly building the skills, the visibility, and the external network for the role you want next. Treat your career like a business. Your skills are the product, your reputation is the brand, and your network is the distribution channel. Do not wait for a layoff to update your resume or build industry relationships. When the company shifts or an opportunity opens up, the prepared employee steps right in, while the comfortable employee is caught completely off guard. The corporate machine was built to keep you working hard, keeping your head down and quietly waiting for your turn. But you don't have to play by those rules anymore. It is not about luck. It is about compounding these 12 deliberate moves over time to build undeniable leverage. Pick just one of these moves and deploy it today, not tomorrow, today. If this playbook gave you the leverage you need to shift your career, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Marcus vs. the Machine. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 12 moves you are deploying first. Do not just watch this and go back to the grind. Take control, beat the machine, and I will see you in the next one.